Welcome to the TBE Talks podcast at the UBC in Bath. We'd also like to thank Milstead Langdon and Gough Solicitors for sponsoring this amazing opportunity to meet some inspiring people. And I'm talking about the TBE Most Inspiring Women of 2026.
Hi, I'm Clare Jonik. I'm the EVP at a media marketing agency, Dialect. I run my own consultancy, Feel Good Marketing Co., and I am a mum of 3.
Claire, it's lovely to meet you. Before we start, just a little bit about your business, what it is you do, and why does it appeal to you? Why did you decide you wanted to do that kind of work?
My career infancy was in music. I won a DJ competition for a magazine called Mix Mag, and Bedroom Bedlam, first female to win it, got signed to a label, managed my own brand in the infancy of, very little social media, etc., etc. And I just learnt some really lovely marketing things around that period of time that led me towards this being my career. So fast forward 10 years, I've been producing music, I'm DJing, and I have to make a decision. I'm working at BBH and I'm flying back from, say, Tel Aviv. I think this was the trip where my boss said, you need to actually choose your route. I chose right. I think I got it right. I've not had a natural path to where I am now. So I'm the executive vice president at a company called Dialect Inc. We are a marketing, media, content storytelling business working with some global brands. I do have a consultancy, which I birthed after my 3rd child, and that's given me this really alternative sectors and involvement with very different businesses, different shaped businesses, and hugely different industries. So it's a bit of an eclectic mix, not planned.
Now, you told me that you're an older mum. And I'm interested to know, really, balancing a family and launching a business. That's not an easy job. What was that like for you?
I didn't have a lot of choice, only that I wasn't going to go back to my career before, or my job before my 3rd daughter was born. Not only was it a lot of travel and residing quite a lot in London, I wanted to be on the school run. I wanted to make the nativity plays, and I hadn't up until that point. So my oldest was 8 at the time, and I just wanted to play more of a role at home. So it was a natural next step because I already had a client, Liverpool Football Club, who wanted to work with me. And I put a pitch together and it went very well. So I onboarded my first client in the really sort of early days, which gave me a lot of confidence and security around it being the right path.
But of course, the pitch itself was done in unusual circumstances.
Yes.
Please share with us.
I'm still breastfeeding. I'm still trying to maintain an element of maternity leave. I'm at Water Babies out in Bradford-on-Avon, and in my mind, I can get back and hand over baby and crack on with this pitch within sort of an hour. Well, my daughter had different ideas, and so I ended up in a lay-by halfway between Bath and Bradford-on-Avon, breastfeeding to stop her from screaming whilst the pitch took place on my mobile, obviously above chest height. Managed to get a photograph of it, and it cemented one of my original sort of desires, which was to really prove that I could do this. I can hold a senior position, which gives me the ability to use all the skills I've gathered up over, my 47 years of life, as well as business experience, but at the same time run my own business successfully the way I want to, which is that I'm not 5 days a week. I fit things in around what I'm doing, and I proved at that point to myself that I could pretty much get over any hurdle, and then I got the job with Liverpool, so it was a brilliant outcome. And I did have to tell them at the end, I've got a little baby on my lap, and she's been really quiet for the last 45 minutes.
I love it. Those you can dine out on that for years to come.
Yes.
Looking back, Claire, when you think about your career, your journey and everything else, is there one thing that you had to overcome, a bit of a challenge that was pretty tough for you, and you kind of learnt a lot about yourself, but you managed to get through it?
There was a pivot at a point it involved some heavy duty pitching, a lot of junior staff, younger people who've come into the industry and maybe in the first couple of years, and they're looking to you to be the brick wall, the stable, the calm. And I went from being part of that mobilizing team with everything that comes with it, to then, I suppose, understanding that I needed to actually show up in a different way and be the calm, measured, decision-making authority in the room, but with everybody's support. And so I learned a couple of things really that are around confidence and how to show up, even if I'm a swan, but at the same time, how to bring people with me on decision making so that they feel like they are part of the entire journey, rather than being, I may have it in the bank to know what we need to do. I know the chess moves, but I want them to come on those chess moves with me.
Do you think women feel under a lot of pressure to put a face on in business and rather than just to be themselves?
I mean, a basic challenge. You've done the school run, you're a bit hot, you're partway through menopause. You've got to walk in and be this calm and collected person in a room and operate at a high level when you're actually sometimes exhausted, up 3 or 4 times in the night. Sometimes I have missed some breakfast myself. I might not have actually managed to get a coffee, and I'm full in sort of boardroom mode, because that is what the business needs. And that is a balancing act, and understanding how to not burn out is the biggest hack, trick, unknown of this industry, I think, for females who juggle parenting or any form of care, support, career, and just being there for everyone around them.
Qualifications in a job. So many people come out of university with qualifications. Many people make success of their lives without any qualifications at all. Where do you fit into that?
I did a sociology degree because I just wanted to party in London for 3 years. And it was before we obviously had to pay extortionate amounts to go to university. In my first few jobs, got told I could only interview if I had a degree. And it then proved to me that actually what I took into the room had no bearing on my qualifications. I was hired on personality, the ability to show up and on the spot solve problems. So over the years, I've put the same method into practice for myself. One of my greatest hires was a chap who was he was a professional tennis player. He'd had an injury. He'd come back local, started helping his dad with his building business, phoned up for an ad sales job. I could immediately tell that he had the charisma and the warmth to do something different. So I put him into account management. He got a sort of short-term contract, extended it. He became a member of staff, and 3 years later he was a fully fledged account director running a £4 million account.
So he went from a brickie to doing that.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Phenomenal. And it proved to me that really it is about the personalities and the drive that someone has, because some jobs are relentless, some jobs you have to be chameleons, other jobs very strict lanes. And so you have to get that mix right with who you bring on board.
2 quick fire questions for you. So very quick answers to quick question. Advice for women starting business.
Don't second guess. Don't try and worry. Don't bring the worries of the world into the room when you're making those decisions. Naturally, you'll know what to do and go with your gut. Don't listen to the late night inner head thoughts.
And finally, what would you want your legacy to be?
I'm known for getting stuff done. There is another term that is used for that, but I think my way of doing that is that I connect people. I love meeting new people, and I love thinking about how to solve problems, whether that be putting the right people in the room or bringing the right brains together to solve, global campaign challenges, or bringing the pitch into a success mode, or just launching my own consultancy and knowing who I needed around me during that time to help me learn what I wanted to do. So connecting people, I think, will be my legacy. There's a lot of people that I have joined together, and they've done beautiful things. So, yeah.
Well, Claire, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it. And I can understand why inspiration comes from all sorts of angles, and certainly from you today.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.